What's up, people? Welcome.
1, 2, 3.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Alright, welcome to my channel, Reading and Writing with April. Alright, so today I want to kind of talk about some of the things that I've been working on, right? And as you can tell from the title of this video, one of the things that I've been doing is Kindle Vella. Kindle Vella is serialized stories that you can write. And I decided to go ahead and just try that out just to see how good I would be at writing just in general, since I've never written any kind of body of work outside of the stuff that I was turning in when I was in college. And those were just, research papers and things like that. So I love to read, and I was thinking, I have some stories that I think will be awesome to tell. So I want to try to tell those stories, right? So I decided I was going to write a book. So it started off with me trying to do the book. And then once, I got into a lot of the writing groups, I saw that Amazon had a way for you to monetize your writing by doing the Kindle Vella. So I decided, I'm going to try to do that. I have a serialized story that I can do, and then I can still also work on my actual book that I want to try to get published. So that's what I've been doing. So my Kindle Vella is around 23,000 words, which is pretty good. It's 14 chapters right now, and I've been releasing them as it comes to me. So that's the one thing I will say about Kindle Vella. You probably do better when you are more consistent. And I haven't been as consistent because I haven't honed my skills yet as far as writing, and I don't want to force anything. So if it doesn't come to me, then I don't write it. So I'll wait until I have, whatever I want my chapter to be that week. I want it to come from a genuine place. I don't want it to be something that I force or rush just so I can get it out there. Because I really want to be a quality writer. But the biggest thing is, I've noticed just from being in all of my groups, the people that are doing well, they're very consistent. They post an episode a week, a daily, or just however they do. And these episodes, they only have to be between 600 words to 3,000 words. But all of mine are somewhere between 1,500 words and 2,500 words. I don't think I've released a chapter that's been at the max. And I know I haven't done one at the very minimum. So mine is somewhere in between. But all in all, since I've been doing it, I've gained 40 story follows. So I feel like that's pretty good, considering that I have never written a single thing besides, school papers before. So I feel like I've kind of accomplished something. So my goal with this whole thing was, I want to gain readers. I want to find readers who will follow my work, going forward. So I want to find the people who actually like my writing style and the stories that I'm telling, and find some readers in the process of writing on Kindle Vella. Let's talk about what my Vella is about. So this particular story is a marriage of convenience, which that's one of the tropes that I really like. So I thought, tell a marriage of convenience story. And like I said, I'm not really, I really don't know. I don't have any tips or tricks or anything that's working, because I'm just now starting. So I'm hoping that, like, in the future, when I write my second vellum, I kind of learn from this experience. But this particular story is about marriage of convenience. You got my male main character. He is successful His parents own a real estate company, and they are retiring. They're ready to just like they're done, okay? And they need somebody to take over their company. Well, they have a board of directors, and their board of directors are like, we love your son. He's very successful. We understand that. But he is not going to be a good image for the company moving forward because he's always in the media. He's like just playboy. He hasn't settled down. It's just a lot of things with him personally outside of his career that negatively affects their company. The parents aren't going for it. The parents are like, this is our child, this is my baby, this is, my business. And I understand, but my son, I want my son to be, he's going to be the next person leading, our company, our family company into the future. So they pretty much tell the board of directors that, hey, you don't have to worry about that. He's settling down. He's getting married. And they pretty much have picked out a woman for him to marry. And this woman is a college student, which she's his mom, the male character, Aiden, that's his name. His mom is her mentor. So she knows this young lady well, and know that she has a good head on her shoulder, and know that she will probably be a perfect fit for her son if he was to ever settle down. So, when she made this young lady a offer that she couldn't refuse, and it was something, it worked out in her, Jordan, that is her name. It worked out in Jordan's favor because it was something that she needed. She needed something out of this deal as well. She needed something to help her out financially, and this is something that they was going to be able to provide for her. So anyway, they are stuck together, and that's what this story is about. This story is about them two meeting unconventionally, getting married unconventionally, and just really, you're going to have to see their journey and building a life together. And of course, it's not without drama, because you got to have it. None of that is gonna happen without the drama. So that's pretty much what my Kindle Vella is about. So it's a marriage of convenience, two people meeting unconventionally, marrying each other, and basically building a life together, and how can they coexist with one another when they did not fall in love naturally. So there's that. And I already have an idea of what I want my next Vella to be, but I want to kind of finish this one up. So I'm on the downside of this one. I'm at the halfway mark, so I already have my next couple of chapters planned out, and then I already know how I want it to end. It's just really a matter of me actually writing it. So I'm gonna try to get the next couple of chapters written here in the next couple of weeks, and actually get it out so I can finish, so I can go ahead and get that finished. So if you are an aspiring author, or you are an author out there and you want to make some extra income, that is probably a good place to start. I've been making a little money on there, not anything major, but I have made $100 a couple of times, and that's just, I made that when I actually promoted my book. I probably could make more if I was more consistent, and I also marketed my Vella like I'm supposed to, but I haven't really been marketing and putting it out there like I should, because I'm just not as consistent as I need to be, and I kind of just want to get I want it to be complete before I get to marketing. And then the next time I start my Vella project, hopefully I have the majority of it written before I upload it. That way I can be more consistent. I can just schedule, because you can go in and schedule your episodes to release on certain days. So if you want something to come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you could. If you want to come out weekly, you could do that. Every 2 weeks, whatever, you can schedule it. So I'm hoping that whenever I start my next Vella project, that I will have the majority of it written. That way when I release them, it'll be on a more consistent basis. I'm also working on my book that I want to come out, which I'm going to show you my cover here. This is what I've been playing with. Now, this may not be the cover because, I don't know what I'm doing. But I like to think that I do know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, though. Just so we're clear, I don't. But I like to play around in Pic Monkey and in Canva and just kind of play around with different book cover ideas just to kind of get an idea of what I would want my book cover to look like. So here's my first book here. All right, and here is my second one that I'm thinking about doing. Now, I'll tell you that this probably won't be my cover for this one either. This probably won't even be the name of this book, but I do have 2 works in progress that I'm working on. One of them, that first one is at about 18,000 words, and the second one is at about 16,000 words. So all in all, I have like a total of 57,000 words written, which crazy. I could have a whole book by now. Like I said at the beginning, I don't like to force anything. I like for everything to come naturally. So I've been taking my time. I just write on each one of them when it comes to me. So like that first one, idea, because I kind of know what, I have that one outlined too. I have a beginning, middle, and end for every last one of them. But things change, and sometimes stuff don't work out quite like I want it to work out. It just doesn't seem as good as it should be. So I never force for one of my stories. And I don't know if that's like the best advice, because like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it. So this, it may be terrible advice. You might need to just work on one thing at a time. But if I did that, I probably anything to be more than, I never force it. So if I get that, if I start writing and I'm just not feeling it, I don't work on it. I work on a different one of my, will write something that's trash. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. It would not be good. And I want to write something that I want to read, and I want to write something that I'm gonna love. So I know we've talked about a lot of things. Talked about my Vella, talked about 2 books that I have that I'm writing, whatever. So my goal is my Vella. So I think with Kindle Vella, if you pull it off, you can turn it into a book. So you can't, if you already have something written and published, it can't be published anywhere else and you upload it to Kindle. It doesn't work like that. So you have to have something that's hasn't been published before they'll let you put it on Kindle Vella. Now, you can pull your Kindle Vella off and make it into a book, but you have to leave it off of Kindle Vella. I think you have to leave it off of Kindle Vella for 30 days before you can turn it into a book and re-upload it as a ebook, I guess, in Kindle as a book, as an ebook. So that's my goal. So my goal is when I finish with this, I probably leave it on there for a month or so for the people who won't read it until it's all the way complete, and they may want to read it, once it's complete. I'll probably leave it on there for a couple of months, and then I'll pull it off. And then when I pull it, it's got to be off for the 30 days. So in that 30-day period, I probably will send it off to get professionally edited, because right now, I have people going from Fiverr looking at it, and they've done some quick edits. But I'll probably send it somewhere and let them do a legit edit on it if it needs some development or just whatever. So we'll do everything we need to do, and then I'll probably turn that into a book. And then hopefully by this time I'll be wrapping up my actual work in progress. Either one of them that I finish first is the one I'm going to try to publish first. And hopefully by the time I publish, I have a couple of months, to really promote and do whatever I want to do with that. And then I have another book already ready, because as I've told you, I'm already 16,000 words, 18,000 words into both of these work in progress. So there's that. So if you have any suggestions or ideas or anything like that, leave them down in the comment, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just writing. So I'm just putting it out there. And I guess if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, I guess you don't. But all I can say is, if you want to follow my journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you know of any good people that I can follow to learn from, go ahead and recommend it down there in the comments for me, because I need all of the help that I can get. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go, because I've been rambling for like, I don't know, for like 20 minutes, and I don't know if I done told y'all anything. I'm just rambling, but whatever. So anyway, if you guys like these types of videos, like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment down in the comment section down there. All right,